for drawing 2. Drawing 3, you can go ahead and get to work. Like I said, I'll be contacting you guys through chat and checking on you, so don't disappear on me. Drawing 2, I'm going to have you guys today work on practice for charcoal and Conte. So there's a bunch of supplies that you're going to need that are in red underneath your target, okay? And so I would prefer you not working on your portrait at all so that I can help you with this today. So you're going to submit by the end of the 80 minutes. So you should be fine. That should be plenty of time to finish this exercise. So the first video that you see, number 1, says draw out. That is a video I made for you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and let me stop the share real fast and do a new share. I'm going to show you it on my second camera here. Ooh, my camera's tilted. I did not have enough time to print out handouts like I normally do when I got out the art PPE this year. So instead, what I did is I gave you a blank sheet of gray paper. I'd like you to find this. This gray paper has a smooth side and a bumpy side. And we're going to draw on what side do you think? What side do you think you're going to need to work? Bumpy. We want the tooth of the board, of the paper, because that's going to match the tooth of your illustration board, okay? So in step 1, there is basically the steps for how to draw out this worksheet since I didn't print one for you, okay? I only have you doing this top section here. Okay, so the first video, so under number 2, teaches you how to shade using smooth blending, right? So you're gonna watch that. I recorded that years ago, so I didn't re-record it, okay? This is what most people do when we're at school, okay? It's really messy. So make sure that what you're doing today, if you need to move yourself into another location, like if you have fancy carpet in your room, you probably don't want to be using charcoal there. So you might need to move yourself, okay? But when we're in school, this is the one most people want to do. The problem is that it's really best if you have some spray fixative. So if you don't own spray fixative, I couldn't buy it for you and send it home. You probably don't want to do this technique. You can use like aerosol hairspray, or you could go to Blick and order a $5 bottle of fixative. It's really good for graphite too. Like if you really are going to take more classes, I'd go buy myself a bottle of it, okay? Then the second one is using the paper as value. So if you look up here, can you guys see, look at the screen real fast? Can you see how I'm using the white and the black Conte, but I'm not filling in all of the paper? This technique is probably better for home. It's less messy, okay? It is a little trickier to do though, okay? So practice that one. And then I had a brainchild in the middle of the night. I woke up at like 2 a.m. thinking, people, if they're super frustrated with charcoal, could do this assignment using black and white color pencil. So I added, it's optional, it's not mandatory, but this example that I have down here, I made another video this morning on how to use it so that it looks like charcoal, but it's not. So if you can't be messy, I still want you to practice it because you're gonna get practice to experience it. But when you do your big portrait, if you're like, I can't deal with the messiness, my mom's gonna kill me, I don't have spray fixative, and you want to, you can totally do that. But it is, the technique is to use the paper as value. It's not something that you're going to use in mixed grays. If you run out of pencil, you're gonna have to either go buy some, right, at Blick, or I'm gonna have to leave some at the front desk for you. So you have a white and black color pencil in your color pencil set, in your Prismacolors, if you want to do it, but you do not have to. You can totally just use the charcoal and the Conte that are in these envelopes. And I go over these supplies with you on those different videos. Okay, so that's what I'd like you to do today. I'd like you to do the handout, right? You're going to do it on the gray paper. Practice matters because you don't want to mess up your portrait, right? So do a good job on your practice. Take a photo and submit it before you leave today. Sound good? Okay, I'm going to be here for support. The charcoal, especially the smooth blending, it gets a little frustrating. So keep at it and then ask questions if you need to. Okay, I'm going to stop my, my recording here.